name is Sarwat Jamaluddin. I would love to share some of my experiences growing up around the world with you. I was super lucky to have lived in 3 different countries, in 3 different continents for a decade each. I was born in Cairo, Egypt. And when I was 1 year old, I took my first flight. Now, I didn't start backpacking when I was 1 year old. That's where the lucky part comes in. That's my parents. My father decided to move us back to his country to get a taste of his culture. So we moved to Bangladesh, and it was an amazing experience. When I was 10 and a half, my father passed away. So my mother was hortatory about moving back to Egypt, and it was another great experience. At 21, my internal move to a new continent clock kicked in. But this time, I wanted to move on my own, continue my education, and explore new experiences. So at first, I contemplated between Canada and the United States. I ended up choosing Canada, mainly for one reason. Education level, quality was pretty much the same, but tuition fees were a little bit cheaper. That's a lie, it was a heck of a lot cheaper. Living in Canada, especially Vancouver, was an amazing experience. It's one of the most multicultural cities around the world. While living there, I noticed something very interesting. When I lived in Bangladesh, I was always treated like the foreign kid from Egypt. When I lived in Egypt, I was always treated like that foreign kid from Bangladesh. To my surprise, I never felt that distinction or labeling when I lived in Vancouver. Maybe because it's so multicultural. Maybe because it's only 130 years old and people have been moving there from all over the world from the very beginning days. It's probably a combination of both. Although Bellingham is a smaller city and a little less multicultural, I feel like most people here have the same amazing attitude that I experienced in Vancouver. When I first moved to Vancouver, I had a strong foundation of English, since I studied English my whole life. But I felt like I lacked the slang and everyday words and phrases. To my amusement, I was picking up a lot of those phrases by watching TV shows. And I remember watching an episode of Friends in 2004 and learning the word threesome for the first time. I believe living in 3 different countries, in 3 different continents, for a decade each, gave me a very unique perspective towards the world, and I'm grateful to have experienced that. For one, all these places have very different cultures, traditions, and languages. But they're drastically different. I feel like experiencing these drastic changes from a very young age made me very flexible, open-minded, and understanding towards other people, cultures, and ideas. Now, this might not sound like the smoothest transition, but bear with me. I always wanted to get a tattoo, but I never got one. And I'm glad I didn't get one as a teenager, since it was going to be a 15-inch wide bat or dragon on my back. Like this one, or this one, or maybe this one. But over the past few years, I came up with a concept that I'm willing to put on my skin. I'm going to use Arnold's body as a demonstration, since that's what I wanted to look like as a teenager. No Arnold fans? I don't make the faults. So that tattoo is simply a box, and this is what's in it. Ethnicity, Homo sapien. Nationality, planet Earth. Because no matter what part of the world we come from, no matter how we look or sound, at the end of the day, we all want the same things. happiness, love, family, prosperity. So no matter what anyone says, I believe we are all one and will always be one. This is a taste of my experience growing up around the world. Thank you.
Oh.